What is up, guys? It's your boy Rickakis, and today Bungie just dropped a brand new gameplay trailer for the upcoming episode Heresy, releasing tomorrow within Destiny 2. And within this trailer we have a bunch of new details that were revealed. In addition, they also dropped a webpage accompanying this trailer with even more episode Heresy information. We're gonna break it all down in this video, and so let's get started. Now, first of all, let's take a look at that new trailer. So, we start out with some very spooky areas within, I assume, the Dreadnaught. Remember, the Dreadnaught has kind of been taken over by, well, the Taken, and you can see this manifest with all of these, like, tentacles going everywhere. But after that, guys, we're going to then see actually a familiar location. So we have Erismorn and the Drifter as the characters kind of moving apart here, but the area they're in is very clearly the Court of Oryx. Now, the Court of Oryx was actually a special activity available within Destiny 1 when you were exploring the Dreadnaught when the Taken King expansion was released. Now, because we see two main characters like the Drifter and Erismorn, this could just be from a cutscene, so we don't know necessarily if it's playable just yet. After that, we get some more spooky stuff, and then we will see one of those dread enemies right here. So you're going to be fighting Taken, I would imagine Hive, definitely Hive, we've seen them, and also the Dread within the Dreadnaught. So that's kind of interesting. But after that, we see something really interesting, which is going to be this little scene here. Now, this is obviously from a cutscene, but we see Oryx here. And the area this takes place is the final encounter of the King's Fall raid. So will that raid play a part in episode Heresy? We're gonna have to wait and see. But right after that, guys, we get some good footage of three Guardians running along the Dreadnaught, and they're decked out in, first of all, the new armor sets. So there's actually going to be two new armor sets in episode Heresy, and you're going to see both of them in this trailer. This is the first one, and this is kind of Erismorn inspired. You can see especially like the Titan and the Hunter have like the triple eyes, like Hive style eyes on the helmet. But then we also have some really interesting weaponry being held here, because remember, this is the image Bungie used for the episode Heresy weaponry, but you can see we have a sword, an auto rifle, a grenade launcher, and a linear fusion rifle, but the Guardian up front clearly has a fusion rifle. So what that means is that either we're getting some more weapons than just what this image shows with the launch of episode Heresy, or this confirms that we're going to be getting an episode Heresy fusion rifle in one of the later acts, like Act 2 or Act 3. Then the middle Guardian looks to be holding that support frame auto rifle that we did see, but then we also have the Titan here. They're holding a heavy machine gun. Again, that is not in the image I just showed you, so that means there's even more episode Heresy weapons that Bungie hasn't revealed, well, until right now in this trailer. Now, after that, guys, again, we see the three Guardians are running up here to, again, a special area. Like, this is going to be the entrance area for the King's Fall raid. So again, these areas are just on the Dreadnaught, so it makes sense that you would see them when you're just going around exploring, but interesting nonetheless. Now, right after that, we get a first-person perspective of a Guardian using a brand new glaive, and you can clearly see, like, this is an episode Heresy glaive. It has those, like, cuts into it where it's shining out of it, and the interesting part is that the glaive has a little bit of a bauble here and a glow, and that glow looks like the strand green glow to me. What do you guys think? Could this be the first ever strand glaive in the game? But again, this is another new episode Heresy weapon that we didn't know about until this trailer. And you can see the area they're going into, like the Taken realm within the Dreadnaught, which is pretty cool. Now, after that, we see some gameplay with the brand new exotic submachine gun. It's called the Barrow Dyad, and Bungie showed it off during the gameplay reveal live stream, so this is nothing new. But then we have a little bit of a cutscene of Eris and the Drifter fighting here, And we can see like just some more cutscenes from this season. Now, again, interestingly, like when you have an episode, are these cutscenes going to be from Act 1, or are they splicing in some stuff from Act 2, Act 3? I don't really know. Then we actually get a really interesting view here of the 3 Guardians with the second armor set. Remember, I mentioned there's 2 new armor sets. This is going to be like the Navigator set. They're also going to get this next episode. And also, again, they're running in that like entrance to where you begin King's Fall raid, and also in the background where you see that like taken sphere, that is the Court of Oryx. Again, like that is the area where the Court of Oryx takes place. So we see another scene of them like running around here. Will the Court of Oryx have some sort of part to play within episode Heresy? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Then we see a little bit of story stuff, the Drifter getting revived or killed or something like that. And of course we see Oryx here and the echo of the Traveler like going into his chest. Is this reviving Oryx like officially? I guess we'll find out. And then again, we're going to see a little bit of a cutscene of Oryx like smashing down on this object right here. So Oryx definitely has a big part to play within episode Heresy, which is so interesting because we do have that King's Fall raid where we go and kill Oryx. So like maybe there's gonna be like some subtle changes within that raid. Maybe not though. Maybe it's wishful thinking. Regardless, though, guys, that is the trailer. And as I said earlier, alongside it, Bungie dropped an updated episode Heresy webpage, as you can see. So first of all, we get a look at the 3 different acts. So Act 1, it says the Dreadnaught returns, and it links to that trailer, guys. But we also see Act 2 and Act 3. So Act 2, you can see there's a little image of something right here, like a hive shrine lighting a taken fire beneath it, and this is going to launch on March 11th. Then we can see Act 3. We have that same object that was going into like Oryx's chest. Well, this is going to launch on April 1st. So April Fools, baby. So again, mark your calendars for that. And then moving on from there, it gives some more information about Act 1. So first of all, this is really interesting. The Danger Above. Powered by the Echo of Navigation, the mighty hive ship once again darkens our skies, dropping mysterious anchors across the EDZ. So this is something like I really did not know about until this webpage. So the EDZ is getting a bit of an update. It's getting these anchors from the Dreadnaught appearing potentially throughout it, and that's very interesting. I just assumed that the Dreadnaught was at the same place it always is, in the orbit of Saturn. And in the gameplay, you see Guardians running along with like Saturn in the background, but apparently the Dreadnaught is right there in the EDZ, which is pretty crazy. After that, guys, we have the Nether, the new activity coming in episode Heresy. The Dreadnaught's secrets await. Guardian descend into the ship and stem the taken tide before it overwhelms Earth in this new 3-player activity. Now, the image they use is very, very interesting because, again, it's the Court of Oryx. So we are seeing that Court of Oryx location used quite a bit in the promotional material. Again, it might just be a random area where you have fights in this Nether at, like it's a good place for a boss fight, as you can see. But this image was actually used in the previous TWAB, like weekly update, and then they took it out. Like it was the image they used. I refreshed the page and it was gone. So maybe Bungie thought it revealed just a little too much in this image, so keep that in mind, guys. But then finally we have Taken and Given. With Commander Sloan's help, channel the power of the Taken and remove the Dreadnaught's anchors from Earth. We have this image used here. So the power of the Taken, like, are we going to get really special, maybe not abilities, but certainly we're going to have like weapons and seasonal artifact perks that let us shoot like Taken style projectiles at enemies and stuff. So that could be very interesting. And then guys, after that, the last thing is, so we have some Bungie rewards shown here. So the Sundered Doctrine Dungeon rewards, you can see this image right here, like this work shirt. And then there's also the Heretic title pin that's available right here. And that's going to be it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.